All right, we're live. Good morning, guys. Friday, long weekend in Melbourne. Those who aren't in Melbourne, that's unlucky for you. But big race day today. We've got a champion running, and there's good races at the Valley. Look, we have got one that we really like, so I thought we don't normally give tips outside the Saturday, but we'll today. Plymouth, race 8, Benalla, number 4, Plymouth. We think this is a good bet. It's ready to win here. As you can see, there's a horse that rates for us that ran 1.5 month benchmark on the 22nd of March, 19th of the 4th ran benchmark. So it's a rater for us, and it's got the rating pattern. That date ran 1.5 lengths against benchmark, was third up and stepping up in distance. Here it is here. First up, ran second Angel Capital, not bad form. Then Guineas, it was a little bit disappointing, a little bit flat-footed for a horse that probably wants more distance, third to Ferrocchio. And then when it stepped up in distance, it ran a very good race. It was a little bit unlucky here behind Broadsiding and Aliana. Swiffer, aren't they big names? So we did rate him 1.5 lengths above benchmark. We did almost notice that MG stands for, you can see it here, stands for more ground. So we even thought he wants more ground. I think that 1.5 lengths above benchmark is probably a little bit high. They can rate a little bit higher as 3-year-olds. But more importantly, he's shown his comeback, this run behind Golden Path. That's got Cerdilius form. Was a very good run. He's with Hayes now. Horse should improve. He was against Globe. It was 900 for Globe, so I was waiting. Over 1,800. This was 17 over 1,800. I didn't think it was a good setup against Globe, only going 100 metres in distance. If you look at this run, he really wants to go up in ground, and he wouldn't have been competitive against Globe. Globe's going to be very hard to beat tomorrow, by the way. Very hard to beat. So it was a good move to come here. Look, this is him here at the back here with another runner that goes all right. You can see now this is Globe here, very fast run pace. Look how spread out, and you might think fast run pace is good for back markers. They're not if they're out here. The energy they have to burn to make up to get up to the field and then pass them, near impossible. So if you're a back marker fast pace and you can be cruising near the lead, look, this is the winner here, Golden Path, then yes, a fast pace will suit you back in the field, but not out the back there. There's the winner, Golden Path, and here's Plymouth. Let's have a look at, here he is here, right out the back here. And mind you now, he's going up an extra 400 metres in distance. He's starting to make a bit of run on the turn. The jockey's urging him. This is Deacon. Deacon goes pretty well too. He's quite good. And there's Globe here. And here he goes, Plymouth. And what I like is just he really starts motoring home in the end. Look, he's taking a while here, and this is why I say he wouldn't have been good 100 metres in distance. I love how he gets into work the last 100. Here, there's Deacon on the inside. And he gets the better of Deacon in the end. And after the line too, you can see him full of running. Let's just see after the line. I did see it somewhere, maybe on the steward's vision. So look, that was a very good run. And he's got the rating pattern. We know he went very well third up last time behind Broadsiding. And so he's got the ratings. He's done it more than once. He's got the rating pattern. He's with Hayes. He's up in distance. Weight looks good. And we think around that $3 is a good bet. If there was a danger, the famous Lincoln Rocks, I might be missing something that the market is. I thought this horse chasing Aphrodite was a danger in the fact that his second prep international, we know they improved. And this run here, and that's starting to look like good form, which I was knocking before behind Unlimited. He drops in weight dramatically that and up in distance. So we haven't had a chance to rate this horse because of his unlimited runs, but obviously he's a horse on the way up, and that first up run puts him as a danger. So, and that's probably why we're getting around the 380. We can't tip him because we're rating this all about Plymouth for us, but I do feel this horse is a danger. But I love the race because outside of him, I don't think there's any other danger, even though they've got the favourite there. I'm not scared of the favourite. I'm more scared of this horse. So that's our Benalla tip. Let's go to Moonee Valley. This is race 4. This is probably the only race I'll be playing for the day. We did tip we tipped Vin Rock and Wester Swindon last start, and they ran the Quinella. Look, Vin Rock, we rated him on benchmark on the 8th. That was when he won over the size, a big Brave Design, who's come out and went all right. But since then, he ran a -2 when he actually won at Randwick. And last start, when we tipped him, he ran a -1.5. These are not high ratings. They're not high ratings. And you ask him to take $1.70. No knock on the horse. He hasn't got really much competition to to beat. So he could rate, -1.5 lengths behind average and still win. But Wester Swindon, I don't like the way it was wide. I don't like the way it was hanging out last start the whole way, laid in straight. I don't like that. Drawn barrier 1, it might help. Obviously, it is a chance. We do rate this horse, but I don't like the way it laid out. Prestige Olay. I'm going to have a spec on Prestige Olay, mainly because, again, this win here, when he beat Amazaki Polish Playgirl, we rated it 1 length above benchmark. But in saying that, we've got a note in the future form line not holding up. That's why we like to see a horse rate twice. It can be an outlier rating. The rail's out, the time was wrong, and our ratings can be out. But Amazaki, Polish Playground, they're proving they're no good. So definitely that form line's again on the 3rd before a spell. The horse might have had enough. He didn't rate very well. But in saying that, I really like his run behind Vinrock. He's gone to the Matt Laurie yard. David Brydock's retired. For those who don't know, Matt Laurie, that's his father-in-law. All his horses are going there. Matt Laurie he trains the favourite. You wouldn't have him there for a reason. Prestige Olay, he's going really well, Matt Laurie. So you can imagine Prestige Olay is improving. What I liked, he had a wide barrier, went back. He was a bit keen. He pulled and he got held up. Race best closing splits. I think from this barrier, he's going to sit a lot closer over the mile. I think the freshness is going to come out. And I think at $9, he's a really good spec. I also think this horse here, number 9, Romantic Encounter. This horse here, Hayes had the chance to run at Sandown. He hasn't been scratched. He's decided to ride here. Again, we talk about these horses coming from the country. They're in the market and then straight to town. This Hay Street was the favourite for the day. This horse had Sydney spring form. He's no slouch. He was one on the heavy 9. He's straight back up to the mile. Hayes are no deals. I wouldn't have him there here for a reason. Is he still a colt? He's still a colt. They might be looking for a placing. Not that would help. A placing here, in the stud stakes would get you to a good service fee stud. But I do believe this horse has got potential, standing at the $16, considering Vinrock and that are not rating so high. I'm going to have a spec on Romantic Warrior and Prestige Olay. Let's go to race 6. This is why it's a funny day. It's a not betting day at the Valley. Treasure of the Moment. It's had a bout of colic. It's $1.40. You should win this. It reacted to the fast pace. If it's right, it should win. So you're not going to take $1.40 after that incident with the colic. I'm not willing to back Friday Jenny against it. And why I say Treasure at the moment, what came out of the fast run race was great because Pride of Jenny will probably run it pretty quick again. This horse, Alan, called $150 is with Hayes for the first time. They have huge raps on this horse, and they put it in the golden they put it in the Golden Mile, All-Star Mile against Mr. Brightside, got beaten out a mile, at Sight, Dubai Honour, all in the Group 1s. And I remember Moonee really expecting it to do something. It's just ran, got this on-form cut win. But if it's got Shin on as well for $150, I mean, Moonee thought high of it, came from into the top form. If Hayes had the Shin's on, doesn't always run for Hayes. I've been running on that horse, Arkansas Kid lately, admittedly. But yeah, if it's as good as what Moonee said and Hayes has triggered it, it might run some sort of race with Shinny on. But no betting race for me. Race 7, Lady Shenandoah. Well, she's the new kid on the block, if you could say that. Let's talk about ratings. Plus 2.8, plus 4, plus 5. Some people rating her plus 6. She resumes from a spell plus 3. So she is all that they're saying. She can really get up, when you get to plus 4, plus 5, plus 6s, Fangirl's about plus 5.5. What's the champ's name? The champ, what's her name? There's Sistina. She runs around a plus 3 until then. When she peaks, she runs plus 6s, plus 8s. So this is high territory. Plus 3 over 1,000 metres. Lady Shenandoah, if she progresses, she could go to a plus 4, plus 6. Handles the valley and the race is all over. But she might not. So she might hold that plus 3. And then some others get close. Or she doesn't hand the valley, the draw, the valley. There's a few things there. But the thing what I don't like, I don't have a clear second pick. We'll go in order. Barraquil here. This plus 3 was at the valley. Loves the valley. Wins over the 1,000 metres first up, runs benchmark. That's a pass. And then we tipped it over the 1,000. We know it prefers 1,200, runs a plus 1.5. So 1,200 valley, we believe this horse could get close to a plus 3. It should improve on that and get to plus 3, which was what Lady Shenandoah priced went first up. So if Lady Shenandoah doesn't progress, we've got Barraquil right there and it's proven at the valley. Magic Time never run at the valley. And you go through its ratings, plus 2, plus 2s, plus 1.5, plus 2, plus 2.7. Admittedly, if you go off last prep, she won't go higher than a plus 2, but we rated a plus 1.5. Another horse we tipped last start. There was a bit of a slowdown, 3 weeks between runs. We thought there's another 1.5 improvement. So we thought she could go a plus 3. So we got 2 horses. Charmstone's ratings not big enough at the moment. Plus 8, plus 4s. That leaves her out. Skybird, they were tipping her. They were backing her. Didn't like it. 1,000 metres on a good 4 deck. Wasn't her go. She likes a bit of give out of the track. 1,200, but boy, did she run well. And was ready to go. Good for 1,000 metres firm deck. She ran a plus 1. 1,000 metres firm deck, not her go. A bit of rain comes. She could get around the plus 2, plus 3. So Alabama Lass, plus half. I think she was fit and ready to go. Plus half last prep, plus half. That's normally a sign they progress when they reach their PB from last prep first up. But we believe she was really fit there. We don't think Alabama Lass has got any improvement and will be in the running. So, and we don't think Amina is good enough. That's got the Charmstone form. They're running around the 1 length above benchmark, so it's not enough. So basically, Lady Shenandoah handles the valley, turns up, wins. But then we got Barraquil, Magic Time, and Skybird all close together, and that's why we don't have a betting race. So we couldn't help, but that gives you an idea of ratings. I thought I'd run it through for the ratings. Race 8, you might want to bet. O2 Good is ready to fire here. I think it's got the measure on splashback. I think Aberlour will try to run them if it's a leader's track. That might surprise. And I thought Just Feeling Lucky, if it handles the valley, will be hard to beat. I thought O2 Good had the measure of splashback and a bounding. So I thought you could sort of back O2 Good and Just Feeling Lucky. Just watch the market if Just Feeling Lucky blows out. I don't think it will. It's been real steady. And I gave Aberlour, if the tracks are leading, could be a leader's track. Aberlour could run pretty quick and be hard to beat. But again, it's a bit tight in the betting. Not going to play there either. Really good bet, Sandown Amaro plus Interstate. So talk to you Saturday morning. Hope this helped. Really couldn't help at the Valley much. I'm staying away personally, other than specking Prestige Olay and that Hayes horse against Vinrock. Vinrock's got the same form line. It's going to be hard to beat, but I just think for value, I'm happy to play there, and definitely in Benalla, really happy to play there. That horse is ready to peak. It's got the right setup and will be hard to beat. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good day and get up and chant. Let's go.